So this is how the reading looks like. So I'll just start this application again, reading. So this is multiple choice single answer. Okay, you can choose only one answer. So one answer will be correct. Okay. There are 2 questions at the moment, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So you see 16 questions. After 16th of November, these questions may be 12, maybe 14. We don't know. Okay. So 2 questions of single answer, then multiple choice, multiple answer. More than one answer is correct. Now, if the correct answer is 2 and 3, and you have chosen 2 and 3, you will get 2 marks out of 2.
Okay.
If you choose only 2, you choose only option number 2, you will get 1 out of 2. If you choose only 3, you will get 1 out of 3, 1 out of 2. So there are 2 answers. If you choose either of it, you will get 1 mark. But if you choose 3 and 4, you will get 0, because +1 for this and -1 for this. And in case you choose another one, because you are greedy, you will get 0. You will still get 0. It's not that the minus of this will go to the next question. So something, it's not that, let's say if I choose 4, 5, and 6, it's not that I will get -3 and marks from the next question will be deducted. That's not going to happen. Was it your question?
Like here, I can see like there are 16 questions. Is it just for the practice purpose, or they are in actual like?
We don't know.
Here it says like
1 or 2 questions. So maximum it can be 16 questions. Minimum it will be 14 or 13. We don't know. It depends on what happens in the new exam.
No, I mean like for the
Single
multiple
answer.
choice, single and
It can be 1 or 2.
Okay.
We don't know, because PTE has said it will be either 1 or 2. Earlier they used to say 2 and 3, and 2 questions came.
Okay.
Now they're saying 1 to 2. So we are hoping that only 1 question will come.
Okay, no, I got it. So you are playing like the whole reading test.
I'm just showing you how the questions look like.
So I have a question about multiple choice one. So what happens if I choose 2 correct answer and choose 1 incorrect answer? So am I get
Multiple choice, multiple answers. So
Yeah.
correct answer was 2 and 3. Correct answer was 2 and 3. So let's say you chose 2, 3, and 4 as well.
Yeah.
So the way it works is you will get +1, +1, -1. So it will be 1 out of 2.
Okay.
Because the correct answers were 2 and 3.
That's right.
So there were 2 correct answers. So total marks for this question are 2. If there were 3 correct answers, the total marks will be 3. Whatever you choose, you will get marks according to that. Make sense? So this is called, this is how multiple choice, multiple answers look like. Okay. Then we have reorder paragraphs. Reorder paragraphs are the questions in which we have to reorder. So this is all jumbled paragraphs. We have to move it to a side where on the right hand side where there are written in a good way. Yeah, when I say good way, means in the correct sequence. Sorry, not a good way. They are written in the correct sequence. Okay. How to do it, I'll be explaining that in next 15-20 minutes. So there is no negative marking in this. Negative marking is only in one question, which is multiple choice, multiple answer. Okay. Do you understand, Yasasvi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a reorder. Now we have the blanks. The first kind of blanks, what are they called? Which kind of blanks they are? Short blanks or leading blanks. Now there's another name for them. They're called drag and drop. So drag and drop. So you drag and you drop. You drag and you drop. You drag and you drop. Now it's not just like a video game, we drag and drop. The answers have to be correct. Yes. So they are called drag and drop, and they are called the reading blanks as well. Okay. So you understand this part? So they in class we call them short blanks because the text is shorter. Okay. So whenever we say short blanks in the class, what should come to your mind? Drag and drop. What should come to the mind? Drag and drop.
It will be like same in the real exam as well.
Yeah, you will have to
Same
drag.
format.
Yes, it will be the same format. You have to drag and drop. So whatever we are showing you, this is exactly the way the look and feel may be different, but the type of the question will be the same, and you will have to drag. Okay. Then this is again second question of drag and drop. Third question, fourth question. So it can be 4 to 5 questions. Now after that, questions change. So the next type of question is Yasasvi. What type of blanks are these called? What type of blanks are these called?
That's called reading blank. Oh, no, that's short and long blank.
These are short blanks or
No,
long blanks?
no, that's long blank.
So what is another name of long blanks? Did you write this when I was showing this?
I was trying to type in Word document.
No, dear, don't type now. Type it later.
Okay.
For now, write it on the notebook. Otherwise, you're going to not remember what I'm saying.
All right.
And you will be more confused. So these are called reading and writing blanks. Which blanks? Reading and
writing blank.
reading and writing blanks. And in the class, we call them long blanks. Only in the class, we refer to them as long blanks. Now, another name for them is drop down. What is it? Drop down. So drop down. This is a drop down menu. So drop down blanks. So you drop them and there is a menu there. So there are 4 options and you have to choose one of them. Okay. I will tell you how to do them in a minute. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So 1 question, 2nd question, 3rd question, 4th question, 5th question, and 6th question. Sometimes they give more of these blanks and less of the others because these are difficult ones. These are difficult blanks. Why? There is one answer which has got 4 options and you have to choose which one is correct. Does that make sense?
Yes.
What's important for us to know in the beginning of the course is how the questions look like. How the questions look like. Means, do they look good? Means, what's the feel? Means, are you new? Because you're new to the test, you haven't done it before. So it's very important to be clear about the format. So today we are covering the format. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yep.
Now you remember, now you won't forget, yes, Asmi?
No, I won't.
Good. So this is the whole reading part. This is how the questions look like. Okay. Now I will explain you how to do the reading blanks, because as we have seen from this OneDrive that reading blanks are more important, because reading blanks are more important. So we will be focusing on blanks questions, and skills are same for both the reading and writing blanks and the reading blanks. There is no difference in terms of what to look for, but there is a difference in how to approach these questions. And I'll be explaining that in a minute. Okay. So if you scroll down, okay. Yeah. So let's say, and you will have to draw this on your notebooks, please. You have to draw this on your notebook. So can you draw this sort of a box on the notebook? Right. So this is sort of a question type that comes in front of you. Yes. So make these blanks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, put down the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything, whichever way you want to do the drawing. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say this is your blanks, reading blanks or reading and writing blanks, doesn't matter. Okay. There are 3 things that we need to keep in mind. Number 1 is context. 2nd is grammar. And the 3rd is vocabulary. Means when you are approaching a question, you need to see the context, the grammar, and the vocabulary. Okay. What is the meaning of, what does context means? Write down. Context means the main idea. Context means the subject of the paragraph. Subject or the main idea. Subject or the main idea. Main idea or subject. That's called the context. Means what are they talking about? Is it about history? Is it about a life story? Is it about revolution, grammar? Is it about, let's say, education? It's about what it is about, a societal problem, sports, whatever it can be. Because if they are talking about, let's say, a medical subject, then my answer will be based on that. For example, just as an example, if let's say they are talking about medical sort of advices, yes, medical advices and what a doctor says to a patient, our answers will be chosen according to that. For example, if I am a doctor and Sukhdeep is a patient and she comes to me for, doctor, I've been having a headache from some time. Now, will I prescribe her medicine or will I recommend her medicine? Prescribe, because a medicine is prescribed, not recommended. Does that make sense? Because doctors never recommend something. recommend means, okay, you should definitely use this. No, doctors say, I have prescribed a medicine, you should use this. So that was just an example. So the context means, what are you reading? What are you looking at? And your answers are going to be according to that. Then we have the grammar part. Before grammar, I will let you know about vocabulary. Now, vocabulary is something which is not under your control. If you're not good at vocabulary, you have to build your vocabulary. So write down how to build vocabulary. To build your vocabulary, you have to write down difficult words from whichever source you get them, newspapers, your reading tests, and you have to write down their meanings. So write down difficult vocabulary words with their meanings at the back of a notebook. So make a sort of a vocabulary list maybe. And this is needed. Otherwise you will say, oh my God, I don't have a good vocabulary. I don't know what to do. I'm really not sure. So you are going to put yourself in a situation where you will feel bad if the vocabulary is difficult in the test. Okay, so start building your vocabulary from day one. While we are in a class or you're at home and you come across a word which is not correct. When I say word which is not correct, means the word which you don't understand because it's a difficult word, you write it on the notebook. Okay, so so that was context and vocabulary, because sometimes the answers will be chosen based on vocabulary. If there is a word you don't know the meaning of, most probably you will have to guess. You will have to make a guess. Okay, you're sleepy, mate? You want some water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I go to washroom?
Yeah, sure. There's a key on the reception. Yeah. It's hanging on the wall with a hook. Okay. I'll just resume once he comes back. So this is important that we focus on our vocabulary, we focus on context, and how can the vocabulary be built? Vocabulary can be built by reading newspaper. Vocabulary can be built by reading magazines or novels that you like. Vocabulary can be built from your everyday listening to news. It means you just have to be attentive towards those words. Okay, good. So we were talking about the context and the vocabulary. Now the grammar part. Now grammar is important. Now, what does context and vocabulary means? All these things, they give us clues to our answers. Clues means hints. They give hints to our answers. Okay, I'll explain this in a minute, that how it gives hints. What does context clues means and grammar clues means? But let's talk about grammar first. Now, in the grammar part, we need to keep in mind three things under the grammar. See, initially you will feel that, oh my God, this is too much. But what I definitely know is, once you know and you use it, it will be just an everyday thing for you, but you have to remember it. Okay. Now, for example, the tenses. So the very first thing you need to look at is the tense, means whether it is present tense, past tense, or the future tense. Whether it is present tense, write down full, present tense, past tense, or the future tense. Present tense, past tense, or the future tense. Now, why does that matter? Why present tense, past tense, and why the present tense, past, and the future tense matter? Because that also affects our answer choice. In the present tense, the answer will be in the first form of the verb. Yes? And in the past, yes, Asmi, which form of verb will be used? Second form of the verb is used. Yes. In the past tense, we use second form of the verb. In the present, we use first form of the verb. Now, what are the forms of verb? For example, break, broke, broken. For example, they break glass every day, for example. That is present tense. But if they're talking about past, if the context is of the past, if the time is past, can I use the word break in my answer?
No.
I will have to use the word broke.
Broke.
If the context is in the past, then I cannot use a first form of verb. I have to use a second form of verb. Therefore, the sentence that I'm reading, if I'm reading a particular sentence, if I'm reading a particular sentence, let's say this sentence, and this is in the present tense, and it is in the present tense. So in option number 1, most probably an answer which is in the first form of verb will come. If my fourth paragraph or my fourth answer is in the past tense, if the fourth option is in the past tense, which form of verb will come? Second form of verb will come. So this is what I have to be careful about. Does that make sense? So this is how you do the blanks. And this is how, and see, this is basically, we are trying to tell you how an advanced user thinks about it, or what you should think about. And it's not that you don't know, you know present, you know past, you know future, you know present, you know past, and you know future. Okay. And you also know, the first form of verb, the second form of verb, and the third form of verb. Yes, does that make sense? So this is what present, past, and future tense means. So this is the first thing that we need to look at. Good. The second thing we need to look at is the subject. Write down the subject, whether the subject is singular or plural. Whether the subject is singular or it is plural. Singular or plural. Now, I think, yes, Asvi, you understand this in sceneries as well. It is called Ekvachana and Bahuvachana.
Yeah.
Yes. So Ekvachan and Bahuvachan. Ekvachan means singular, Bahuvachan means plural. Yes. So we have subject, whether it is singular or plural. How to find out whether something is singular or plural? We have to see whether it is or it is are. Because sometimes what happens is after the blank, they have used the word are. If the word after the blank is are, what will come in my blank? Will it be something singular or plural?
Singular.
Are is used with plural.
Plural.
Are is used with plural.
Yes. Okay.
For example, students are in the class or student are in the class. Students, because that is plural. Okay. So that's what we need to keep in mind. What else we need to keep in mind is, if the subject is singular, then I will use first form of verb plus SES. I will use first form of verb plus SES. Please write down this rule. If the subject is a singular, yes, a singular subject, and we are talking about the present tense, we will use first form of verb plus SES. For example, teacher dash its students. Oops. Please write down this rule: singular plus first form of verb plus SES, and plural plus first form of verb. Loves, that's just an example. So just write down B1 plus SES. Don't write down the example. Now I'll give you options. So have you written it?
Yes.
V1, not V1, V1, V1,
B1.
V. S/ES. S/slash. Yes. S or ES with singular, and with plural we will use just first form of verb. Plural plus V1. I'll explain you what does this mean. V1.
Oh.
Okay. So if you look at this example, what does it say? A teacher dash his students a lot. A teacher dash his students a lot. I'll give you the options. So a teacher dash his students a lot. Options are teach, teaches, loves, and makes. What do you think will be the answer, Yasasvi, for the first one? A teacher dash his students. A teacher?
Teacher loves.
A teacher loves his student. Madam?
What was the option?
Teach, teaches, loves, and makes.
Oh, a teacher loves his students love. I think loves.
Loves? Yes, answer is loves. Because when it comes here a lot, this is called context. So this is a clue. This is a contextual clue. That is number one. And secondly, the teacher here is a singular. The teacher here is a singular subject. And because it is talking about present tense, so I will use first form of verb plus ses. So it will be loves. You know, we say, I love you a lot. So loves a lot. Loves a lot.
What?
Now, second, the government's dash policies. The government's dash policies. The government's dash policies for people. Options are so we have the government's dash policies for people, creates, make, do, or learn. What do you think will be the answer?
Make.
Huh?
Make.
Make or makes?
Make.
What do you say? Creates. Why creates? Now look at this. Governments, singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural. We will use something without ses. And because policies are created, oh sorry, make. The policies are made. Policies banai jati. They make policies. They can create policies as well, but that would have been only correct if there was no s after create. So that is called singular and plural.
Just one question. Why we can't use teachers here? Like, I
Teacher
think-
teaches.
It's the same questions for me
Yeah,
as well.
that can be correct as well. A teacher
Okay.
teaches his students a lot, but that depends on the context. Means what were they talking about? Were they talking about a love of a student for his teachers, or were they talking about the dedication of a teacher for his students? Just depends. Okay, but this is one of the ways of looking at. So you have to look at the words before the blank, and you have to look at the words after the blank. Okay, so this is called the singular and plural part. After that, we have prepositions. Write down the prepositions. The third grammar hint to look at is prepositions. In prepositions, we must look at these prepositions: in, on, at, of, for, by, to, with, from, as, since, about. In, on, at, of, for, by, to, with, from, as, since, and about. Yes. So these are the 11 prepositions which repeat themselves a lot, and they mostly occur after the blank. They mostly occur after the blank. And they mostly occur after the blank. For example, here. They will occur here. Now, how? For example, I am dash in the course. I am dash in the course. Your options are applied, interested, known. Wow, it's the screen is pretty bad. I am dash in the course. Applied, interested, or known. What will come?
Interested.
Interested. Why? Because the word after the blank is
Is in.
in. I am interested in the course. These are called collocations. Write down. These are called collocations. These are called collocations.
Do I
Just
need to write?
no, you don't. That is just an example. Just keep in mind the collocations. I will give you some hints of the collocations as well. Collocations. 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 And what are the various types of collocations? And the various types of collocations are, for example, what is the? I'll give you an example. Purpose of. Purpose of, reason for, matters to, yes, concerned about, concerned about. You see what I mean? So these are the collocations that we must keep in mind. And again, when I say keep in mind, it's not that you can learn them, means you get up today and you cram them. You can just go through them again and again. While reading newspaper, you will come across such things and they will get registered in your brain. Therefore, reading a newspaper is very important. Reading a newspaper is very important. Do you understand? Reading a newspaper is very, very important. Purpose of, reason for, matters to, concern about. These are just example of collocations. Okay. So now I will be showing you, we will be doing an actual example of the blanks and I'll show you how these skills are applied. So for example, we have, for example, yeah, there you go. You see, so let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. So although Botswana is rich in diamonds, it has high unemployment and stratified its socioeconomic classes. So it says, although Botswana is rich in diamonds, it has high unemployment. Yes. So both it's and has, they tell me this is present tense. Yes. Because is and has are in the present tense. Yes, Asfi, can you say?
Yep.
Is rich in diamonds and has high unemployment, certified socioeconomic classes in 1999. So this paragraph, this sentence was present tense, and here it says 1999, present or past?
Past.
In 1999, the nation dashed its first budget deficit in 16 years. Now, are they talking about, now ask yourself, so this is the grammar clue that it is 1999, so it is past tense. Now, this is a contextual clue. Budget deficit, unemployment, it is a contextual clue. Contextual clue means what it is trying to tell you. Now tell me, is it something positive or something negative? Having a budget deficit and having an unemployment or having a slump, is it something positive or negative?
Negative.
So most probably my answer here will be something which is negative. Now it will be in the first form or the second form? Second form, because it is 1999, because it is past tense. See, this is something which is common sense, but we are trying to instill common sense in you. Okay, which is quite a difficult task. All right. So now you tell me what will be the answer for this one, first one. Have you done the read aloud homework? If you don't do it, I'll not let you sit in the class. Do you know that? Yes, sit in the next class and do the homework. I will not let you sit.
I think suffered.
You think suffered?
Supports.
Yes, Asri?
Suffered.
Why? You know, some people actually choose enjoyed because one, it is past tense. Only two options are here which are in past tense: enjoyed and suffered. Enjoyed is positive or negative?
That's positive.
We don't say, oh, I enjoyed my pain. Yeah, and they're very sadistic. So enjoyed or suffered. So suffered will come here because it is talking about a budget deficit. Now, I'm not sure if you know budget deficit or not. Budget deficit is when your budget goes down.
Yeah.
Now, let's see if you can pick up the next answer. Its first budget deficit in 16 years dash of a slump. Now keep the word in the mind. The word after the blank is off. So that's called a collocation. That's called a collocation. So the second answer is because. So this happened because of this. Okay, now next answer you will not say, you will keep quiet. Okay. Now tell me what will be this answer. Now here comes the thing that here Botswana is a singular, because if I talk about a country, then Botswana is a single country. So this is singular. So Botswana is singular. Now you have to choose one of your best answers. Don't tell me the answer, just keep it in your head. I will ask you. Think about it. I have to keep it in mind because it is singular and it is talking about present. So it has to be first form of verb plus SES. So just if you know the answer, raise your hands. He says we have to say yes or no.
Okay, yes.
Write your answer on the board. Yasasvi, what's the answer?
I think it remains.
Are you sure or do you think?
Sure, it's remain.
Yeah, answer is
Just
remains. Because all other words except endures and remains are without SES. Because yet is used for the present. Abhi bhi, yet means even now. So even now means present. So because it is singular, so answer will be either remains or it will be either endures. Now it can't be endures one of the wealthiest. You can't endure something like this. It remains one of the wealthiest and the most stable countries on the African continent. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh. Any questions? Beautiful. Do you understand? So we keep in mind the grammar, we keep in mind the context, and this vocabulary was easy for you. Okay. So the next question is pretty important because that will tell you how the first form and the how the singular and plural help. So I'll do it with you. The New Year is the most important holiday in Japan and a symbol of renewal. So they're talking about New Year. Is it good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing.
good thing.
So most probably this is going to be something about positive. At midnight, Buddhist dash, misunderstandings and grudges are forgiven, houses are scrubbed, bid farewell to the problems. You know what is a farewell? Write down the meaning, write down the word farewell. And if you want to make a vocabulary list, make it at the back of your notebook. Write down on the top vocabulary list, and any difficult word you come across, you write it there. And why to make it at the back of the notebook? Because whenever you want to refer to it, you can. A vocabulary list should be made at the back of the notebook. So bid farewell to the problem. So they're talking about something positive. They're talking about something positive. Now, the New Year is the most important holiday. Farewell means to say bye-bye. Farewell means to see off someone. The New Year is the most important holiday in Japan and is a symbol of renewal. In December, various bonenkai or forget the dash are held. Now, what is the word here? R. What is the word here? R. Now, R is used for singular or plural?
Plural.
R is used for plural. Now, go through all the options. Now, here it says are held. Sometimes what people do is they see something plural and they just put it here. But they forget the fact that it is something which is held. It is something which is held. Now let's go to the options. Augment, no. Concerns, can concerns be held? Can concerns be held?
No.
Maybe. Let's say if you don't know. Areas, can areas be held?
No.
No, you don't hold areas. Temples be held? No, you don't. You don't hold temples. Expel can't come. Parties. Parties can come because we are holding a party. So most probably Parties is an answer. Now, what I did is basically I went from each option and tried to fit it there. And which was the best, I chose that. So this is the approach towards these questions. Okay. So first answer is parties are held to bid farewell to the problems and what is the word here?
Problem.
Problems. It is singular or plural? Plural. So
Plural.
something in the blank will be similar to this. For example, love and affection. Yes, new and exciting. You understand? So what will come with problems? Which other word can come with problems? And it has to be a plural. Can it be temples?
No.
No.
Can it be areas?
No.
It will be
Concern.
concerns, problems and
Concern.
of the past year and dash for a new beginning. And dash for a new beginning. Now from the given options, what do you think? What's the word here? For. You always prepare for a new beginning. You always prepare for a new beginning. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, misunderstanding and grudges are forgiven and houses are scrubbed at midnight on December 21st. Buddhist dash strike their gongs. Now look at this. What is this? There.
There.
There is singular or plural? Plural.
Plural.
There means unka. There is plural. Gongs. So gongs are the bells that you have when you go to a temple. So this answer will be
Temple.
see, answers are here. Hints to my answers are there, but I have to look at it carefully. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And the last answer is expel. To expel. You always expel. Write down the word expel on the vocabulary list. Expel means to eradicate, to get rid of. Fold this page. To expel means to get rid of. Expel means to get rid of. And you always get rid of the weakness. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why whatever I explained you, singular and plural, tenses, prepositions, they all help you to choose your answers. Does that make sense?